Hello friends, welcome to I Made Me Think video series tutorial for REST API testing and automation using Java programming and open source tools. So we were discussing about these particular Java libraries for REST API testing and automation. So let us see the actual project and Maven dependencies first. So this is the project. This is also available in GitHub. Let us see the POM file first. So in the POM file we need to add that as a dependency. So com.jv.restassured and 2.9.0 is the latest version. So these are the libraries, these are the different functionalities we were discussing. So let us see a sample get and post request. So I have done it, I've implemented it using a separate method, but let us go by the sequence. So let us see the get and post request. So what is get request? So get request, so let us say we have some URL and we need to hit that URL. It is a simple get request. So we need to create the objects like this. So response, JayWay and request specifications. So we need to do some connection setup initially. Let us see what is the setup. So we need to set up the content type and the accept type in the header. So as per our specification, the application supports only content type as JSON and accept type as JSON. So we are setting both as JSON only here. Okay, we are doing a connection setup and just setup connection, and so we have done a header setting here, connection setup, and then we are calling something so that connection is established. So here we need to call the get and with the URL. So as it is a HTTP get request, we are calling get here, and this is the response we will be getting in response object. And I am doing exception trial and catch, because if the application is not at all running or if the connection is refused, then we can say that application is not running and we can just return. This is for further safety. There should not be any exception. If there is any unknown exception, we will catch it here and we will stop, we will return. Connection response handling. So handling the response. So if you see in our presentation, we have one slide where we discussed about how to what is the sequence of handling the response. So first will be the client side error handled, then 400 request, then 500, then 200. Now if you see here, so response handling is common across all the methods, because it's a JSON response. So we'll get it as a string, status code, content type. And so first thing to verify is content type. So if content type is not JSON, then application is doing something wrong, or we are hitting a wrong application. So that is handled here. Then first is to handle the error codes. If it is 400 series, 500 series, and success, response code is success. So as we know that the first request get sign up parameters, if it is succeed, if it is giving success response 200, then we will pass the JSON format. So if you see the here, for example, sign up get. So sign up get request, sign up get request. If it succeeds 200, then we will get these many key value pairs in JSON format. So that is what I am parsing in the code here. It is a JSON parsing, JSON object, and then I am parsing the payload and other stuff. So this is typical get request. Now let us see post request. Okay, post request. So post request, as we know from the specification, that sign up post request, it needs some parameters, and those are form parameters. So that is what I am doing here. I am putting it in a map, and then I am filling all the parameters here. This is again, I have taken it from a JSON object which is at the bottom of this code. Please go through it. So what I am doing is I am putting everything in a map, and then I am doing a connection setting here. Connection setting is the same thing. I am setting some header parameters. So as it is a form, it should be in this format, application form URL encoded format. And after connection setting, after putting everything in the map and after doing connection setting, form parameter, I am calling a post method here, response request spec. This is the request spec from JayWay library and I'm calling a post method with the URL. And as usual, I'm doing a try catch here, so that I'm handling exception that if the application is not running, basically if the connection is refused on that particular URL and port number, we'll say that application is not running, or even unknown exception. So this is basically safety, so that there is no exception further in the response handling. Response handling is similar to the earlier case. So if the content type is not JSON, then just return. If client side error, then handle that. If server side error, handle that. And now handling the success response code. So it is 201. So if you see the sign up post, it is, if it succeeds, then you'll get 201. So basic account created successfully, and you will get something called payload here. So I am passing those here, and I am inserting the activation key in from the payload. I am putting it again in a JSON, hash map, which is for further use. So this is how we can raise simple get and post request using JayWay libraries. So header settings we discussed, like for form parameter it should be URL encoded. For other parameters it should be application JSON. We saw how to raise HTTP request, put request, get and post request. We also saw how to pass the parameters. We also saw how to handle the response. Now in the next videos, let us go through all the scenarios which I have discussed here for considering to test this web user management application. If you have any doubt, any question, please put it in the comment section. I will be answering most of them. Please like and share the video series among your friends. Thanks for watching.